Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, depending on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today I am bringing to you a very highly requested video that I'm not joking when I say so many of you subscribers have requested for years now and I've just never done it. It is, how do I organize my craft supplies? Because I am a DIYer here on YouTube and I am constantly creating DIYs and coming up with new ideas, I have a pretty healthy crafting stash. I have a lot of craft supplies that I have stored and that I use because I make so many for you. If you think about it, I bring to you 3 or 4 videos a week, and it ranges from Dollar Tree DIYs to paper crafting to you name it, you know, making silicone molds. And so I do invest in quite a bit of crafting supplies. Now, because we have a 3-car garage, Jeff and I have agreed that the 3rd car garage is going to be my area for my craft supplies. Although I have been working on my craft room, there is no way that I could store all of the items and the crafting supplies that I use in my craft room, because then it would be cluttered and it just wouldn't be workable, and that isn't what I wanted for that space at all. That craft room is where I film my intros, my outros, and my DIYs for all of the videos that I bring to you. And that is just my creating space. But I needed a storage area as well. And so that is where I am going to take you on a tour of today. Now, I am going to tell you that there is nothing fancy about the way that I organize my craft supplies. I organize them in a way that works for me, that's workable for me. Everybody is different. I'm just showing you what I do because so many of you have asked. And so let's head on into the garage and let me show you all of the craft supplies that I have, all of the crafting items that I keep in stock to bring you the videos and the DIYs that I bring to you on a weekly basis. So let's head on into the garage. I warn you, it's nothing fancy, but it works for me. Alrighty, so here we go. This is my section of the garage. And so because we have a 3-car garage, I got this corner and another shelf that I'm about to show you, because as my channel grew, I accumulated more stuff. And so with that, I needed more storage. And so I just used these metal shelves that we've gotten at Costco and Lowe's and Home Depot. They don't even match. There is really nothing fancy about the way I organize. I try to keep it as organized as I can by using Rubbermaid containers, and then at some point I think Walmart ran out, so I used Banker's boxes. And so, you know, it's not super fancy, but it works. And so I'll show you, I've got my colored cardstock out here because I have so much of it. I use these 12 by 12 scrapbooking bins that you can get from Walmart. And in these, I've got pipe cleaner in one, I've got stiffen burlap in another, I've got pom-poms in one, and then I have some scrapbooking folders in that bottom one. In the top, I have felt flowers, and in this one here, I have all my paper flowers, whether they were ones that I made or ones that I've bought at Michael's. I've got some wood, I want to say crates and whatnot. I do keep a burner on hand because when I do my Simply Earth or I make chapstick and whatnot, I do need to melt down wax. Here, I'm not gonna lie, this bin is full of stuff that I need to return to the Dollar Tree. And because the manager is super cool there, she lets me return it as long as it's not seasonal. And so yeah, those are my items that I bought too much of and they need to be returned. I've got my Farmhouse Flowers, and I do have a separate bin now. Not everything is labeled yet. I am going to label it, but because it's see-through, I don't really label it because I can see it and I know what's in there. But these are all the Farmhouse Flowers and leaves, like my lamb ears, cotton, and just really neat flowers that I feel like are farmhouse. I've got paper embellishment flowers. I've got my twine. I've got my glitter up here. I think this box is actually empty. This box here is all my stickers, and they are separated in Ziploc baggies by elevated stickers and foam stickers to just cardstock embellishment stickers. Coming down, yeah, I got my flags. I just picked those up because I'm working on a 4th of July DIY, but I've got all my styrofoam in here. I've got some burlap rolls here that I've picked up, and I've got way more burlap than that, you know me, because look, I've got the sheets here that I bought by the yard from Hobby Lobby. Super inexpensive to buy it that way. I've got a couple empty drawers here. I've got some Cricut vinyl down there. I've got moss in the bottom drawer. I've got wood. I want to say plaques, all the cute little ornament plaques that you can get in the 5 packs at Dollar Tree. My wood stars, the letters there. And so in this drawer, I've got my 10 words for the seasons from Dollar Tree. I've got the metal words, and I have a lot of my poster board letters from the Dollar Tree as well, the stickers. And then I've got, I showed you that one already. And let's see, we've got some fabric here. My fabric stash is here. Love fabric. And I've got fat quarters in this one. This whole thing is full of fat quarters, and I've got 2 bins of felt. And so what do we have over here? I've got a lot of metal embellishments in this drawer. I've got, this is for my fabric ornaments that I make every year. And so, yeah, this is that drawer for that. I've got my heat transfer vinyl in this one for shirts. My We Are Memory Keeper punch boards. Some of them are in my craft room. I've been crafting with them. All my fun scissors. And all of my cool punch outs. I love punch outs. They are lots of fun. And these boxes, I've got Waverly paint in this one. In the back one, I have all my apple barrel paints. And in this box here, I've got all the larger Waverly paint bottles. These are just the smaller ones in this one. All my puffy paint, you all know I love working with that. And yes, this whole box is full of Dollar Tree rope and twine and the coiled rope. And then I had some extras, so I'll use this first. And then in this bin, oh, we've got wired ribbon. That's only wired ribbon. I've got burlap bows, more burlap rolls. Yeah, this is my Bath & Body Works stash. Go figure, that's in with my crafting supplies. I've got spray paint down there. I've got my wood. I have all my heating pads that I've made. I sell those. We've got tooling and more burlap rolls in this drawer. You can see I've got all my rolled ribbon. I only keep it to one drawer now. And more burlap. Yeah, that's the new burlap I just bought. I've got LED candles in this. I have a drawer full of tags. Ask me why I need this many, I don't know, but these were all from Michael's when they had their dollar bin sale. And then I've got just miscellaneous metal tins and mason jar ornaments in here that I don't want to get rid of. We've got some of the Dollar Tree burlap flowers and the string that went with it. And so these are different than the fabric flowers. So when I want, or the paper flowers, I guess I should say, when I want a fabric burlap flower, I know just to come into this drawer. I've got my fall and harvest stuff in these two drawers. And then going down, this here is my junk journal scrapbooking. I've got, what is this? Oh, my shoe polish, because I use that as stain. And I've got raffia down there. And that is the gist. Oh, we've got Allie's slime kit up there. And I've got all my extra Dollar Tree plaques that I like to repurpose. And then we've got Mod Podge, sealer, and an empty basket. And in the back is my denim. Alrighty, and this here is my last shelf, the third shelf. And this is kind of a hodgepodge of things. I've got contact paper up there that I use for the backgrounds of my video. I've got my sewing stuff, whether it's thread or just sewing stuff in general. I've got some of my wood crate bins from the Dollar Tree. I've got all my scrapbooking papers stacked up here. In the shoe boxes here from Michael's, I have a lot of my paper crafting DIYs and maybe some junk journals in there. And so I keep those in there. I got rid of a lot when I reorganized. And then I've got all my glassware that I've picked up from the Dollar Tree that I like to just be able to have on hand in my stash for when I need it for a video. And I've got a ton of frames. Now, these frames are not all mine. Kayla does glass painting, and so I don't want her to store it in her room. And so she keeps all her frames out here for her Etsy shop for her glass paintings. If I'm being honest, this here is things that I like to put for the tiered trays now. Cute little items that I find from the Dollar Tree. When I find them, I put them in these drawers. And so when I'm gonna do a tier tray now, I go to these drawers and look for just some cute, fun things to add to it. And so that's what all those drawers are. And of course, I have a bunch of the wall tile adhesives. And there's really just no rhyme or reason to this. It's just my, I guess, organized chaos, if that. I've got a lot of the tin flowers and the, what is it, the windmills in there. And what do I have in here? What is that? Oh, this is soap. This is soap DIYs here, just everything to make soap. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got Jenga blocks. I've got a ton of the longer wall decor plaques down there that I keep in there. And then here are my gift bags, tissue. I've got gift cards, party streamers down here. And then I've got like jewelry making down there, the beads that I haven't done in forever, but I like to use them to make ornaments. And that is it. That is my organized chaos. It's organized for me. Is it anything fancy? I wouldn't say that it is. This is real life, and since I work at home, this is what keeps me going. This is how I stay organized, and it works for me. And there you have it. That is how I stay organized. When I'm about to do a DIY, I'll be on the phone with Linda, or I'll be here in the house with Kayla. And when I'm creating and coming up with ideas, or I'm getting inspiration, I'll say, well, I gotta go shopping in the garage now and find what I need for this DIY. And I really do just maybe sometimes spend about an hour in there just kind of going through and gathering what I need for each of the DIYs before I film. And I love it. And that is the way I need it, because that is how I function to create here on YouTube. And there really is no other way that I could keep creating and bringing to you the DIYs that I bring to you without that stash out there, because I do so many videos a week. There's 3 or 4 a week. Is it fancy? It's not, like I said, but I'm proud of how clean and organized it is, and it is something that I quite honestly have to clean and organize probably every 2 to 3 months just to keep it as neat as it is. Because there are times when I feel like I am a tornado when I go through there just kind of looking through things, and I will make a hot mess. And sometimes it doesn't always make it back in the spot that it needs to make it back in, but I am working on doing that better and being better about that, because I spent 3 days in there organizing, reorganizing that area, because once I got my craft room going, I knew the items that I wanted in my craft room, what they needed to be in there, and those are the items that I need readily accessible to me that I use in just about every DIY that I don't want to go searching for. I feel like there's just this weight that has been lifted off my shoulder. There is something so satisfying, that feeling when everything is clean and organized and you know what you have, you know where it's at, and that is just, yes, that makes me sing. I hope you all enjoyed me taking you on a tour of how I store and organized the craft supplies that I use to bring you the DIYs that I bring to you. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes. Because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy everything on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please. And bye for now, everyone.